Good morning and welcome to the last day of 2022. Today is December 31st, 2022. So when you watch this, it is actually 2023, but I thought I would share the last day of 2022 with you. It is roughly 11:30, so I know I'm sitting here saying good morning, but it's almost afternoon. So I really don't know what's going to go on today, but I just thought I would pick up the camera and vlog for y'all. So this morning I got up at 8:45 and I've taken care of a few things. I've got the dishwasher unloaded and reloaded. I'm slowly getting the house picked up. Everybody's still kind of in bed. Y'all, let me tell you, when we're on break, it's late nights and late mornings at my house, except for me. Normally I go to bed probably the first one to go to bed, and I'm usually the first one up, which I like to do. I like to be the first one awake, so it's kind of calm and quiet and I can drink my coffee in peace and it's just not loud and chaotic. So I got up this morning at 8:45. I've already got all of the mystery boxes that were purchased yesterday labeled and ready to go. And also I got, let's see, I have got the advent calendar, the graphics created. Y'all, it took me forever. So if you watched my last, I think it was my last vlog during Vlogmas. I think it may not have been. Everything kind of goes together with Vlogmas. But I picked out the advent calendar graphics. I laid it all out. Thought it was great. I started printing it and I hated it. The green that was on it, I just was not feeling it. So I went back to something else. One of my probably very first artwork sets that I really loved. Decided to lay it all out and I really like it. So I know I'm working on this like 8 months in advance, but I want to get everything lined up to see if I can make this happen. So I got the monthly for that done, for the advent calendar artwork, and then I also shared the 5th of 7 releases for January, which was Winter Fantasy. So every day I like to share a new kit with y'all that's releasing that coming month. So January 12th, the shop does open. So I know I'm chatting a lot, but there's a lot of stuff I wanted to share this morning. I'm going to share what I got for Christmas too, a few of those things, and we're going to get a few things kind of organized. I did go to Target and I got those sheet protectors for the school memory storage for the kids, so we'll get all that done today. I'll share my Christmas things with you, some things that we got for Christmas. I was going to do that in a separate video, and I'm like, I'll just do it in the vlog. Who really cares? So another thing on the shop front. So I know if you are part of the Facebook group that I've talked about this, and I think I've shared a TikTok and a reel over this. So I asked a few months ago if y'all would be interested in me changing paper for the shop. I'm not going to share anything where I got it or anything like that. That's kind of one of those sticker shop secrets. But I think it would have been okay if I switched paper, or it would have been okay if I didn't. I decided to keep with the same paper, and I think that my printer doesn't like it. So I've gone through several printers in the last year, and that's one big thing about sticker shops. Printers, I've not found the right printer, and many shops have said the same thing. The printers that I have right now, I'm not going to share which ones they are, but they are discontinued. And I don't know really what I'm going to do, because I've got some backups, but that I haven't pulled out yet. But the one that I'm using right now, that I've only been using for a few months, is starting to not pull the paper. So when it pulls the paper, it is cutting off half the top. So I probably wasted a good 20-30 sheets yesterday trying to pull the paper that I'm currently using. So I went ahead and I purchased the other paper that I was thinking about using, and I am going to see if my printer will pull the paper. And if it pulls the paper, to me that shows me that the current paper that I'm using is too heavy for the printer. And honestly, y'all, it's really not that big of a difference. Let me share with you what both of them look like. Okay, so y'all are getting a sneak peek of one of the kits for February. Okay, so these are the two kits. These are the two sticker sheets here. And you know, at the beginning, I thought it was, this is my current paper here. And you really can't tell a difference. And y'all, I have carried around those two sticker sheets that I originally shared with y'all for several months. And I will gradually go through there, pull up the paper, see if I'm still liking it and all of that. So it's not something that is, let me share with y'all. So here we go. Here's some stickers. These two, I will go through here and I'll just pull them up. Okay. And look, you can't really tell a difference. This is my current paper. This is the paper that I'm going to test out and use for stickers. And I think originally I thought it was the quality. Like this one, it just pulls the ink better than this one. I mean, look, you really can't tell a difference. Looking through my viewfinder, you can't tell a difference. But I'm thinking it's the paper color. So the new sticker sheet is more of the color of a paper, like of paper in my planner. This one is more of a white. So there's really not that much of a difference. Let me open it. I'm going to share with you. And I know the lighting is not so wonderful in here. Pull to a page I have not used. Okay, so this would be the new sticker sheet. This is the old one. So as you see, this one, the new one I'm thinking about going to, blends with your paper better. So it's actually the color of the paper. This one is more white than the paper. So we're going to see. I'm hoping that y'all are okay with me switching to this newer paper. We're going to see. And this was the kit right here that was not printing. So I've got three. I've got the horizontal sheet one, vertical sheet one. And I need to clean that. Vertical sheet one and the compact vertical were all printed. And I was working on the horizontal A5. And it would not pull the paper. Like it completely, the day before it was fine. Then it just stopped pulling the paper. So we will see. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, the paper is here and I'll be able to test it out. So I've started printing February releases. So I've got everything. I've got the icons, the deco script printed, but not the kits or anything else. So y'all, this is one of the nerve-wracking things about being a shop owner is because you don't want people to get upset that you changed something. But I can't keep running printers. So when it might come in and I might try to pull it through the printer and it may not pull through the printer. This is not as heavy as this though. So we will see. Fingers crossed that it works and I don't have to replace another printer. So it's 2 o'clock now. We just got home from Walmart, running some of those mystery boxes to the post office and picking up my birthday cake. So my hair has got to be washed today. It is a hot mess. I have tried my best to make it look decent, but it still looks like a mess, but I'm not going anywhere else. So I'm good for today. So I want to share my birthday cake with you. So here is my birthday cake. I haven't taken it out yet. I'm gonna leave it in the box until tomorrow. It is gluten-free. How cute is that? So January 1st is my birthday. I will be 41 tomorrow. So that is ready to go. It's so cute. I love it. And now what I'm about to do is I'm in the process of doing laundry. This is my laundry. We do our laundry separate normally. So my darks are in the washer. I need to switch those out. Need to get my lights going, and now I am fixing to make cinnamon rolls. So I had to reprint a recipe. I don't know if this is the same one I'm used to using. It says easy gluten-free cinnamon rolls. So I'm gonna make cinnamon rolls for tonight. I guess for our little New Year's Eve snack. We're gonna do pizza. And I think I'm gonna have to make sausage balls too, because I have some sausage left over in the fridge that I need to use before it goes bad. So this is what I'm doing right now, and then once I get to a stopping point, I'll share my Christmas gifts with you. So warm the milk in a glass cup for 1 minute. So 1 cup. Okay, so it says to, let's get the cup. It says melted, 1/2 cup unsalted butter, melted and cooled. Melted? 1/2 cup of sugar. Okay, let it be known that this was not the original gluten-free cinnamon roll recipe that I have used numerous times in the past, because this has a ton of little steps that I'm having to do, like heat up the milk, heat up the eggs. Now it's telling me to take the batter, to make sure it's in a bowl, and then put that bowl within a larger bowl, and now I'm heating up 2 cups of water that I'm going to pour into the larger bowl. This is taking a lot of reading and rereading, so if this turns out, I will link the recipe in the description below, but right now I just don't know. So I've gotten this far. I've got the dough rolled out, so it turned out fine. It was a little sticky, but once I sprinkled some flour on the top, I was able to roll it out. So I've got the butter mixture spread over the top and the cinnamon. So I think now we're to the part where I'm supposed to roll it, cut it, and put it in a pan. If you hear the noise, that is the fan going over the microwave. Like I said, I think earlier, I went ahead and made those extra sausage balls. Woo, steamy. So those have about 5 more minutes and then they'll be ready. So I'm hoping that this turns out. Goodness, these cinnamon rolls spread out. I mean, really far out. I thought I had chose a pan that was too big, but they spread out to cover the entire pan. So they look good. It did take a little bit longer. It said 15 to 20 minutes, and I think for my oven it took about 25 minutes. So I'm making the icing now, and then we'll eat these after we eat dinner. So I have my pizza in now, and I'm going to share a few things in the office, like my Christmas presents, but look at Ace. And he's so sweet. So while my pizza is getting finished, I thought I would share some of my Christmas presents with you, and then kind of end on some final notes, and we'll call it done for today. So I got my sheet protectors, like I said earlier. Got these from Target. I got 2 packs of the 100 count. So all of this right here, we're going to work on this at the beginning of 2023. So if you are ready to get your kids' school memories together, we will do that in a video. So I've got, y'all, I just thought I had all this started, but I didn't. So we're going to get all this paperwork started and organized. We're going to get all of this cleared out down here. Get all that organized and get a fresh start for the new year. Get everything cleaned out and ready to go. So now I want to share some Christmas presents with you. So we're going to kind of walk around. I'm going to show you what I have. Some of them are in here. Some of them have already been put up. So I'll share a few things with you. So we're going to start right here because this is what I have laying out. So my husband and I really don't do like Christmas presents. We do stockings. So, which, I mean, could very well be Christmas presents, but we don't wrap any of it, I guess you would say. So he got me 2 sets of new makeup brushes that I asked for. So these are the Everyday Eye Essentials. You guys, my makeup brushes are just way too old. Let's be honest. So let's be honest, my makeup brushes are very old. So it's time to get rid of almost all of them. And where is that one right there? I bet Kate still has that. She was playing around with the eyebrow one, or was it eyelashes, whatever this was. But yeah, I bet that's in the bathroom. And then this set here, this is the Everyday Essentials. It has the blush, foundation, shadow, highlighter, and concealer. So that was for the first 2 things he got me. Second thing, I'm a huge Pandora fan. So as y'all know, I've collected the Disney Pandora charms in the past. I'm gonna sit down. And y'all know I'm not doing Disney right now. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link that video in a card above where I'll talk about that. So he got me one new one that is not Disney themed that I asked for. And I'm hoping that it, there we go. So let's open this up. Oop. So he got me this cross. How beautiful is that? I love it. Moving right over here. Now he did also get me my tank tops that I wear. Those Hanes men's tank tops that come from Walmart. Candy, my Nerd Gummy Clusters. This made my favorites for 2022. If you've not seen that video, I'll link it in the card above. The Jolly Rancher Gummies. Gigantic bag of those. And then I got the Stanley Travel Quencher. I guess this is the big thing now for, it's hit TikTok and social media by storm. So this one is the hot pink, I think it is. I don't even know. I take one of these every day to work with water with my liquid IV in it. So when I saw these and people on the internet were sharing them, I thought it would be great because it has a handle on it. So the cups that I normally take are old. They need to be replaced. And I like the fact that this had a handle. So that was my big thing. And then Kate said that it has different spots over here. Like the straws, different, something else. I don't know. Something else about it, but I got that. So that's what my husband got me. He got me the Pandora charm, the Stanley cup, candy, the makeup brushes, and the tank tops. Then my mom got me something that is not in yet because it was on back order until January. So she printed me a picture and put it in a box. So I got the classic Ultra Mini Uggs in the chestnut color. So they should be here in January, I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. So she could wrap this up for me. And then she got me some money, or gave me some money. And then my mother-in-law got my husband and I got money from her as well. And then together we picked out surround sound for our living room because our TV has speakers in the back. So it always seems like we can't hear the TV. So we got this Vizio surround sound from Best Buy. I will link it in the description below. And it came with, I think, 5. I want to say the subwoofer up there can be wireless. So it came with this little small speaker up there, the little sound bar here, and then these two over here. So we've been using it this week and absolutely love it. The reviews were almost 5 out of 5 out of thousands of reviews. So really, really like it. So now I'm in the garage to share the last thing. So my sister-in-law got my husband and I this together. So we picked it out. And it is a canopy, I guess that's what they call it. When we are at like soccer games, when we're outside, a lot of the families will have these little tents or canopies, whatever they're called, to go over the players in case it rains. Well, we've needed one of these for a while and we've never purchased one. So she bought us one for Christmas. So if I can find this on Amazon, that's where she got it. I will link that in the description below as well. So that is what I got for Christmas this year. So before I get off here, I want to reflect on this last year. So really, I could sit here and complain about 2022, which is what I was doing all the way up until last night, to be honest. So last night, Nathan and Kay were playing a game, and so was Derek, and I was starting to make my 2022 year-end review reel. And I thought, well, for this year, I always like to do some kind of post or something at the end of the year to kind of summarize the year. So I thought, I'm going to go through and I'm going to choose all the photos from January all the way through December that kind of highlight the year. What are the big major points for me? Sometimes I think that we can sit down and we can really get lost on all the negative, especially right now because things are so uncertain. The economy is not that great. Inflation is out of the roof. And, you know, it's very discouraging. It's very discouraging when you go to the grocery store and you spend $150 more every time you go than you did 2 years ago. And, you know, money is tight. A lot of things, if you've seen me buy things, Christmas stuff, We have sold things. I sold some things in the house in order to pay for Christmas presents. And I'm not trying to say, oh, ho-hum me. And we were able to pay off the washer and dryer with me selling a few things in the house. To me, selling a few things that I'm not needing in the first place, that are brand new or almost brand new, and using that to pay for debt that we have is more important than me keeping things in the house. So when I say I'm selling things, that's why. It's not because, you know, we're going to lose our house or anything and, you know, I need to pay the mortgage. Our mortgage and all of that is the first thing that gets paid as soon as a paycheck comes through. These are things like the extras, the Christmas presents, you know, going, you know, this next weekend, Kate has a volleyball tournament in Memphis. So we will have to go and eat for that. We'll have to pay to get in. So sometimes I'll sell things to pay for little things here and there. That has helped tremendously this last year. And I'm very thankful that we got that washer and dryer paid off this month. We had $593 left on it. And I sold some things, so with the additional $300 plus what I sold, so I had like $293 worth of things, we were able to pay that off. So that means in January, instead of putting $300 on the living room furniture, we'll be able to put $600. So it's easy to kind of get lost in all of that negativity, because those are the things that we see every day when you have to put gas in your car. That's what you see. But then when you go through, or when I went through and looked at all the highlights from this past year, I realized that God has blessed me in so many ways. We were able to take so many trips this year. And y'all, we save for these trips. So it's, you know, the snowball that we do. I'll sell things. We'll use tax money if we have it to pay for things. So we were able to take the cheer trips and the taekwondo trips and the soccer trips. You know, I got to see Kate get a ring for cheer, which this was her last year that she decided to do cheer, and she got to go out with a ring. So she'd worked 6-7 years and she finally got a ring. Derek was able to win many different tournaments, and he was able to get district champion for ATA Taekwondo in combat weapons sparring. Combat weapons sparring, I think is what they call it. So in addition to all of those things, we started out 2022 at Disney. Even though, I mean, we had a fabulous trip, even though I don't know if I will go back for many reasons that I've talked about in that No Disney video. We've had a very blessed year. We're all here. We're all healthy. We haven't lost anybody in our family this year. So sometimes it really takes you going back and reflecting on the whole year as a whole to kind of realize how blessed you are. So I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful for this community. My shop has taken a hit in 2022, just like everything has. And that's another thing. I'm very thankful that I didn't quit my job in May, my teaching job. I stepped back and I let God direct me in the direction that I needed to go. And I was sitting in April and I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know if I was going to sign my contract. And what's really odd is most of the time, and I think it is April, we have our teaching contracts. And this year we got them a lot later than we normally do, which was a blessing to me, which meant I had extra time to think that decision over and make the best one possible. Because at that moment I could have quit my job and have been perfectly fine. Now I could not have. So if we're talking summer through December, there's no way I could have made it off of the income from my shop, because of all of the rising prices. And you know, people don't have that extra income to spend on stickers and non-essentials. So I'm very blessed that, and it was like a light bulb moment for me. We're going in April to Kate's Orange Beach cheer trip, and all of a sudden I'm talking to my mom, and all of a sudden it just flips, and I'm like, hey, I could do this. And it was like 1 second. It was like God decided to turn the light bulb on and granted me that decision. So I was able to make that decision, stand behind that decision, sign my teaching contract, this summer I was able to put myself in a good position with the shop, because up until this summer, my shop was basically, when you purchase it, I made it. But now I'm starting to try to be a ready to ship shop. So I try to cut a lot of stuff ahead of time before the shop opens. So I feel like I've got a good balance. I was able to do Vlogmas this year. I was happy to do that for y'all. Y'all seem to really enjoy it. So even though my sales have not been as good as they were, you know, in 2021 when I first opened, I have to say that it's because of, you know, the economy, inflation, and all that. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that 2023, things are on the uphill swing and the prices aren't so bad. So until I sat down last night to make that reel, I really thought 2022 had been nothing but a big negative mess. And now I feel blessed by the year. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for following me along this journey. And I cannot wait to see where 2023 takes me, takes my family, takes you guys, and my shop. So in the comments below, I would love to hear what you're looking forward to in this new year. So let's get a conversation going about that in the comments below. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a big thumbs up. By giving my videos a thumbs up, it shows YouTube you're engaged and you like my content, which means they'll start suggesting it and recommending it to more people, which means our community will grow and will continue to spread positivity. Also, I hope you hit that red subscribe button to become a part of our community and our mission to get organized on a budget and with a plan together. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and until next time, bye you guys.